out the way.
You're listening to Mature Allure. Here, we chat about self-care, relationships, careers, and all the things living a mature life includes. I'm your host, Sherri O. Welcome.
Hi, ladies. Welcome to Mature Allure. I'm so happy you're here. Diana, Jasmine, thank you for coming to talk to me. Today, we're talking about BBL versus B-THICC. Now, for those who don't know what BBL is, it's Brazilian butt lift. For those who don't know what B-THICC, B-TIGHT, that whole line is made by, I think it's Maelys. Diana, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
I think that's correct.
It's pronounced Maelys. It's spelled Maelys. And it's supposed to help enhance the butt area. They got a lot of different products. But anyway, so Diana, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, hi, I'm Diana Fitzgerald, and I'm in Washington, D.C., and nice to talk to you both today.
And Diana, you use Maelys' B-THICC and B-TIGHT,
yes,
right?
That's correct.
Just those two products?
Those two products, yes.
Okay. And then there's Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine.
Hi, I'm Jasmine, and I got the BBL.
Okay. So, ladies, let's just dive right into it. I'm going to start with Jasmine here. When did you get your BBL?
I got my BBL April 19th, 2022.
Oh, okay. So it's been about a year.
Yeah, it was a year.
Okay. And why did you decide to get a BBL?
Well, I always had a little shape, but I didn't have any hips. I had no hips, and I had 2 C-sections. So after the second one, I had like the cut, and I had the fat over it. Actually, I still have it. It didn't go all the way flat. We'll talk about that later. But it was just, it didn't matter what I did. It was just there. And I hated it.
Jasmine, these are your before and after pictures. I mean, you already had a butt. But like you said, I guess you wanted to add some hips.
When I saw you before and afters, I was like, her before is not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the after before wasn't bad.
Yeah,
Like, okay.
it wasn't bad, but it was literally an enhancement.
Oh yeah. Okay. And so, Diana, you're using the B-THICC, B-TIGHT. How long have you been using that?
I've been using it for about 6 months.
Okay, and you've noticed a difference?
I think so. It's just kind of maintaining what I already have. So with a little bit of exercise and using the creams, it seems to be maintaining. So I like it.
Diana, these are your before and after pictures.
What
made you decide to try it?
Well, I love products, so I'm a product whore. So I saw it on Instagram, and I thought, well, hey, let's give it a whirl and let's see if it works.
Okay, so back to Jasmine. How did the process work? Like when you went to see a doctor, did you, and you said you had 2 C-sections, how did it work? First, just tell me how it worked.
Well, I have a lot of friends who went. Before, during, after. I actually have a close friend. We went the same day. She went to DR though. She did a tummy tuck. I just did the, Lipo 360 BBL, and I knew of that doctor because one of my friends went to him. And I have some friends that have box work. I've had some friends that look natural. Then there's some friends who did shots. And for the most part, I like the doctor that I went to, Dr. Hassan. He specializes in hips. That was my thing. Because even if my butt didn't turn out to be bigger, I knew at least to give me some hips because I already had something. So I did my research on him. I went to his page, and everything that I saw was everything I wanted. So I just said, you know what? Let me just book. I was nervous and skeptical, of course, because, you hear the horror stories, and my mom was, oh, you don't need to do that. So when I did it, I didn't tell anyone when I first booked. So then when it got toward, the anticipation, that I was like, you know what, I'm going to just go. And I actually had first booked the appointment for January, but I do taxes. That was silly of me. So that's the season. So I said, you know what, let me push it back. So I pushed it back until April because I felt like it was right before the summer, so that I had enough time to heal. And then I just went out there the day before and got ready.
So did he use fat from your body?
Yes.
Or okay, so he just injected it in spots, and so it had to. How long did it take to heal?
The healing it's weird, if I may say, nonetheless. So the healing is the first day. I can say the first few days I walked with a limp because I felt like I couldn't hold my hips. I felt like my hips were new. I mean, I was an instant change. You saw it immediately when I had my thigh high on. As soon as I got off the table, I was cold. I remember I kept saying in Spanish because they are Spanish. I was like, I said, feel, mommy, I'm cold. But when I got rolled to the car, and I have a friend who's a nurse, so she was my nurse, of course, and she basically put me in the back of the car. I wasn't in any pain, just discomfort. So as far as the healing process, it was the massages that probably was the most excruciating, but I actually took like a half of an oxy, and I actually took some edibles, like a half of the edible, and it eased any discomfort I had. Then as time went on, it was different stages. It was the massages. Then there was some times when it was the itching. Felt like you were itching inside, like you wanted to pull your skin out. And then sometimes it was numb. So it was really different phases that, I mean, they weren't like horrible, but some people, like my friend that got the tummy tuck, she paid for a gym membership because she said she's never going back.
Yeah. I know somebody who had a tummy tuck too, and it took a while, like 3 or 4 months.
She was crying every day.
Everything. Like, yeah. But I mean, what people don't really understand about any kind of surgery, there's always that after, and everybody's body is different. So whatever, something's going to happen after. It's not instantaneous. And that's why I was asking, how long did it take really before you started feeling well enough?
I went to a concert 2 weeks later, actually.
Wow.
I went to a concert. I know that I wasn't supposed to sit down, but I sat down early. My baby was he just turned 1. So putting him to sleep standing up wasn't possible because I couldn't really hold him. So I had to sit. So I was trying to find different ways and angles. It was just like, I'm going to just sit down and just hope that it don't go flat.
Oh, see, and so that's another thing, but we'll get back to the going flat. So, Diana, I wanted to know because you've been using the B-THICC, B-TIGHT for how long?
About 6 months. Yeah, about 6 months.
So I was asking that to see, I don't know if it's about the same amount of time, but 6 months, when did you start seeing results?
I think maybe after like a month.
Okay. So basically it's about the same amount of time, like a month before the thing with yours, Jasmine, because yours is an enhancement, but it's clearly an enhancement. You know what I'm saying? Whereas this is just an enhancement, and like from the pictures that I've seen, people's skin is smoother. Some of the cellulite is smoother.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about the experience you've had, Diana?
I feel like the skin looks a little smoother. It seems like it's a little tighter. I don't know how long it will last if I stop using the product. So that will, I guess, be the telltale sign. But hopefully I will pick up an exercise regimen to make up.
That's what I was going to ask you. Like, how long does it last? How long will it last?
I don't know. I guess only time will tell. But I'm sure probably if you stop using it on a regular basis, you'll probably revert back to the way that your skin used to look. Thinking.
Okay. So then, Jasmine, can yours go flat? Can your butt go flat?
I don't know if your butt is going to go flat, but you can gain weight. And it'll be kind of like not proportioned right,
Okay.
and your stomach, because I was, of course, after surgery, you're skinny automatically. Whoever has a surgery always lose weight. So I was smaller. Like, I have pictures when my first time going outside 2 weeks later compared to now. They call it the fluffing stage. I definitely fluffed out from when I first came home to now. And people always say, like, it got bigger. And I'm like, really? I got it. Of course, I'm not going to see the difference. But when I look at the picture from the first day to now, it's like, oh, yeah, it got bigger. So
Okay.
I don't think it's going to go flat, but my rest of my body can go flat.
So, okay, I know that you said that you got fat put in there. Like, they use fat. Can they use something else? Or is there something else in there besides fat?
I don't know how. I know it's still lean, of course, but I don't necessarily know how they go about it because, there are petite women. So women who are petite, they generally they have to gain weight. Like, I have a friend, she just went April 20-something. She was skinny. She had to gain 10 pounds. I had to lose 8 pounds because my BMI was high. So with her, she had to gain it, and she gained it, and she was okay. She was able to do it. But if not, then she was going to revert to the butt stuff, which a lot of people, opted out and tell her not to do. But she wanted a butt more so than anything. But if you're looking for, hips and all of that, I don't know what they use because I never even tried to, to see what it was.
Yeah. Okay, so did you get it done in New York?
Miami.
Yeah, when you said that was Spanish, I was like, I was thinking Miami.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you flew to Miami to get this done.
Yeah, I flew by myself. My friend, she's a nurse, she flew out there, and I just paid her to stay with me. We stayed in an Airbnb for 5 days. Well, 6 days. And I actually could have went home sooner, I feel like, because by the third day, I was up and moving.
That's great.
Yeah, I wasn't. It was just the limping with, I guess, my hips. I had no hips.
Oh, okay. So now, are you used to the hips?
Oh, I love them now. It's like them? To me, it's like my best investment. I love it.
So Diana, back to you. How do you apply this? I mean, I know I could read the directions, but I want you to share.
Sure. So you normally just take kind of like the palm of your hand, like just a little bit, and you just rub it in. You just use a circular motion. So for maybe like 1 to 2 minutes in the areas that you want it on. So normally I'll do like I'll do my butt, and then I'll do like my thighs.
With the same B-THICC and B-TIGHT?
Yeah.
Okay. So with the B-THICC, what's it?
So normally what happens is there's two. One is kind of a thicker, kind of like a scrub material, and that's blue. And so normally with that, you put that on twice a day. And then with the other one, it's more of a creamy texture and it's pink. And so you kind of rub that in once a day.
Okay.
Yes, I definitely recommend trying it. Give it a try. Give it a whirl.
I mean, let me give it a try just for the whole cellulite thing, for real.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Like, so your skin gets smoother because the one thing I don't like, you say your skin is smoother. I feel like, 1 second, baby. I have the marks where they went in, and some people, it don't matter, but to me, I feel like I should have either used Mederma to lighten it, or I should have got a tattoo or something. I mean, I still have time, but because one side I have more marks than another. I guess that's where he pulled more fat out of that side. Yes, give me a second, baby. He's outside here. Sorry.
Okay, I get him to edit this out. Yeah, you still have time.
Okay.
To get the tattoo.
Yeah.
But I know when I saw the product, one of the things I saw was this lady, from having a baby, her stomach had a lot of the wrinkles and stuff like. This was like smoothing the stomach out. I was like, oh my! In like 3 months, there was still some, but compared to what it looked like,
it looks a lot better. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like it's working a little bit. I mean, being an older woman, I feel like it's a good product, and it's good to try to at least give the appearance of, you know, a little smoother look.
And that was the other thing I was going to say, because this is Mature Allure. You know, a lot of times we talk about what's going on with ladies as we get older. Sometimes we want to go under the knife, and sometimes we don't. You know, for those women that don't, this could be a good option. I mean, I'm going to try it. Not that I don't want to go under the knife, but I'm not going under the knife for that. There's other things that I can go under the knife for. You know, other things to get. But, you know, it could be a nice option. So you mentioned, Jasmine, that you had a friend that did it, and she got a gym membership afterwards. If you had this all over again, would you?
Yeah. I'm just not going to pay for it. I only see the stuff I would try, but I would like to be realistic with myself. I'm not going to be as dedicated as I should, only because I do so much in the day, and it's hard for me to be dedicated. But I would try the membership first, but I like the instant gratification, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. That does make a difference in, you know, what I like and my preference, because of course, you know, you want to see something, you know, come into fruition. But it was like, my first day was like, oh, wow, look, y'all, hips, ass, it was great, you know. So I would, if it got out of control, but it's not 100%.
Okay. And of course, Diana, you're going to keep using this.
Yeah, I'm going to keep using it. Yeah, I'm going to try. I think if I was younger, I probably would consider some kind of surgery. But I think for right now, I'm just going to try the product and see how it works.
Maybe you could do a test, and then not that I want you to stop using it to see like what happens. But I guess I could do the test, because I am going to try it.
Okay, great.
I'm going to try it and see, you know. But so any words of advice, Jasmine, for ladies out there thinking about getting a BBL?
Well, wow, I just have a friend who went today. Well, I have a lot of friends who did it, now that I'm thinking about it. She had issues with, she was in a bad car accident about 3 years ago, and I know it was an issue with her spine. So my advice to her was like, you know, make sure you go to all the doctors, because they make you get cleared, of course, before you have to get cleared by your doctor before you even come out there to get cleared by their doctors. And I just tell people, like, just make sure you are very truthful. Anything. They asked me, like, hey, did you have any surgeries? And I'm like, yeah, I had 2 C-sections. Outside of that, no. But I went to so in depth. It's like, hey, I have to get a root canal. Well, I had a root canal. I was oversharing because I didn't want there to be anything that would contribute, because, you know, it's scary. You know, the surgery I feel like it's fairly fast. It's only about an hour and a half. It's not a long surgery at all. You're not in surgery long. You're probably in recovery longer than you're in surgery. But my advice would be, you know, just to be truthful, do your research. You know, don't just choose any doctor, because some doctors have a lot of malpractices under their belt. And, you know, just you know, make sure you do it for yourself, not for nobody else, nothing else. But I like it because it gave me exactly what I wanted.
Okay. And fast.
Instant gratification.
That's what I was trying to think of. And Diana, any advice since you've been using the B-THICC, B-TIGHT products?
Well, I think it's another alternative. So for people that may not want to have surgery, I mean, it's a great product to try if you want to see just a minor improvements in the tone of your skin. So I think it's worth trying.
Well, I am going to show you guys befores and afters, so people can see the differences, which they're both differences. So, you know, this is making me decide to try the product. And Who knows? One day, maybe. But I got too much up here. I don't need up here and back there.
Like too much going on.
Yeah, I don't need all that going on. So, but ladies, thank you, Diana. Thank you, Jasmine.
No
thank
problem.
you for sharing your stories.
No problem.
And y'all check out Mature Allure when you can. And I'm going to be sending you the information before we go live.
Okay.
So you know. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, ladies.
Have a great day.
Okay.
You too.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Mature Allure. For more information about us, visit matureallure.net and get social with us on Instagram and YouTube at mature.allure, Facebook at @4matureallure, and Twitter at mature_allure. Till next time, we encourage you to stay positive, embrace who you are at every stage of your life, and always tap into your mature allure.
It's my time.